This video is over law of cosine. So just like law of sine, law of cosine is used mainly for obtuse triangles. So remember that's going to be any triangle with an angle that's larger than 90 degrees. So on the left-hand side of the screen are the three formulas that go for the law of cosine. What I want you to notice is that what's changing between all the formulas is going to be the angle. So typically in these types of problems, you're either given only one angle or you're looking for only one angle. And then you also need to notice that the angle that you're looking for is related to that side length. So you're either looking for the angle or you're either looking for the side length that corresponds to that angle. So the law of cosine can only be used in two situations, either when you're given all three side lengths or when you're given only one angle located between two side lengths. So again, just like in the law of sine, the order is very important. So of course for this one, the order really doesn't matter because you're given all three side lengths. But in this situation, the order does matter. You have to be given the angle located between two sides. So now let's go ahead and work a problem using the law of cosine. Always start by reading the problem and identifying important information given in the problem. So we have a parallelogram that has two diagonals with the length of 28 inches and 21 inches. And then it goes on to say that the diagonals intersect at an angle of 33 degrees. And the problem ends by asking me to identify the longer side of the parallelogram. I do want to point out really quickly that the reason why I put the 33-degree angle right here is even though this picture is not drawn to scale, we do need to realize that the angles above and below this intersection are larger than 90 degrees, and the angles that are across from each other are less than 90 degrees. We also need to remember that for a parallelogram, that this angle is going to equal this angle and that this angle is going to equal this angle. Furthermore, we also know that half of the side length of each diagonal is divided at this intersection. So what I mean by that is from here to here, it's 14 inches, and then from here to here, it's 14 inches. Same thing with this one. From here to here, it's 10.5 inches, and from here to here, it's 10.5 inches. So with all of that being said, what I should do is I should redraw a triangle that's only this big, and I should figure out what information I have for my parallelogram. So I redrew a triangle and I used information from my parallelogram. So X is the longest side of the parallelogram, which is what I'm interested in. I know that this side length right here is equal to 14 because it is half of the longer diagonal, and this side is equal to 10.5 because it's half of the shorter diagonal. And then I also know this angle is equal to 147 degrees because remember from the law of sine video that a flat horizontal is equal to 180 degrees. And if it's cut by an angle, you simply just do 180 minus the angle to get you what's left over. Now I'm going to go ahead and label all the sides of the triangle with the letters A, B, and C. It doesn't matter where you start as long as you know which side length corresponds with which angle. So I'm going to go ahead, make this side A, make this side B, and make this side C, which would mean my 147-degree angle is angle C, the angle located towards the right is angle A, and the angle located towards the left is angle B. Remember that the way that I'm doing this is simply that the angle always matches up with the side length that is diagonal from it. That's why side length C, or we have it labeled X here, is diagonal from 147 degrees. So I know that that is going to be called angle C. So now I know which formula that I need to use. I'm going to go ahead and start plugging in all the numbers. So this is side length A, side length B, minus 2 times side length A times side length B times cosine of angle C. And now I'm going to go ahead and plug all of this into a calculator. Again, you will get a calculator for this portion of the test, so do not worry. So I got that c squared is equal to 552.82 inches. And then again, I need to take the square root of c. So my final answer is that c is equal to 23.5 inches. Again, on Quest, make sure you round to the thousandths, because the more decimal places you have, the more likely you are to get the answer correct. There's only 6 or less questions following this learning module. It should be pretty quick and simple. If you have any questions, please send them my way.